Hey there, friends, and welcome back to another 3-Minute Thoughts. My name is Derek, and in the next 3 minutes, we're going to take a look at Genesis chapters 19 through 21. Chapter 19 is kind of a dark and ugly story, and I'm not going to get into all the details of this story, but essentially, two angels arrive in Sodom. Two men arrive in Sodom. They're sent by God, and they're brought to Lot's house. Lot welcomes them in and urges them to stay at his home. He tries to protect his guests when all the men of Sodom surround the house because they want to do evil things to these men. That's where we're going to drop that thought right there. So the angels, so Lot tries to protect them. The angels actually intervene, and they cause the men outside to go blind. They warn Lot that he needs to flee. He and his family need to leave Sodom because God is about to destroy the city. Lot doesn't necessarily want to do that because, quite frankly, to him, this is home, even if it's an evil place. The angels get their way. Lot and his family leave, but they're given a command: don't look back. No matter what happens, no matter what you hear, don't look back. Well, as they're running away and Sodom and Gomorrah are being consumed by fire that's coming down from the sky, Lot's wife, we'll call her Mrs. Lot, she turns around and she becomes a pillar of salt. All right, so that's it for chapter 19. Chapter 20 then begins. We look at Abraham, and once again, we see Abraham's disobedience, or at least lack of trust in God. They come into this nation, and his wife, evidently Sarah, is a beautiful woman, because as they walk into town, Abraham looks at his wife and says, "Honey, I know you're beautiful. These people are going to try to take you away from me, or at least kill me to get to you, so pretend like you're my sister." Kind of a weird thought, but we're just going to drop that one right there. So Abraham lies to Abimelech, the king, and he says, "Yes, this is my sister." Well, Abimelech, thinking that it's Abraham's sister, invites Sarah into his home so that he can make Sarah part of his household. God steps in and says, "Not so fast." Abraham lied. Abimelech gets upset and yells at Abraham. That's the end of chapter 20. Chapter 21 sees the birth, finally, the birth of Isaac. His name means laughter because, quite frankly, Abraham and Sarah both laughed at God about this idea of having a baby. All of God's promises start to come into fulfillment. Sarah insists that Abraham send Hagar and Ishmael away because she does not want Ishmael to receive the inheritance, but rather only Isaac should get it. Hagar and Ishmael are sent into the wilderness. God provides for them and protects them. And Abraham makes this treaty with Abimelech, remember the king he lied about his wife to, so that they could establish some sort of an alliance and they could grow together in wealth and prosperity. That's it for today. Be well, friends.